But I will tell you, don't let what you see on YouTube fool you. Homesteading is hard. I mean, it's legit hard, but it's probably one of the most fulfilling and rewarding things you'll ever do if you have the opportunity to do it. Hey everyone, I'm Chris. Welcome to our homestead. I just want to take a quick minute and make a video about establishing pasture grass from raw land. But I guess first I should give you a little backstory on how we got here. My wife Becky and I lived in the city, worked corporate life. It was grinding us down. I worked as a chemist. She worked in retail sales. I worked days, she worked nights, so as you can imagine, we barely saw each other. Sometimes she had to work weekends, so we didn't even get weekends together. This was grinding us down, and we couldn't take it anymore. I'm sure a lot of homesteaders out there can relate to that exact same scenario, and we wanted something different. We wanted what most people want in life: freedom to live the way we want, and do that together. So we started looking for properties, and this was 5 years ago. We drove out to Colorado, and we dropped into this little valley you can see here behind us, and we absolutely fell in love with this place. Went home from our little vacation, quit our jobs, sold pretty much everything that we didn't need to bring with us, bought an RV, and 2 months later, in September 2015, we moved here. We didn't have property when we first came here though, so that was a bit of a struggle. For the first 2 years we bounced around from friends' properties to friends' properties, squatting until we found one. But in that same time, my wife's parents came down here to visit, and when they dropped into the valley, they absolutely fell in love with it too. And 2 years ago, in 2017, we bought this piece of 40 acres together. And they immediately moved down here because they wanted that kind of life too, and they're working towards building their retirement home right now. So I hope that kind of helps paint a picture of where we're at and where we came from. But I guess onto the pasture grass. I've actually filmed this video 3 times on my new 4K camera before I found out that the charging port fried out, and it was corrupting the files, my video files, every time I film this. So it's either that or talking about pasture grass is so boring my camera committed suicide. But either way, behind us you can see this is my lack there of pasture. We can't seem to get anything to grow here but knapweed, Russian thistle, and wild mustard. I've tried so many different ways to get grass to grow out here, and I just can't seem to do it. So I'm looking to you guys out there for some help. Maybe you guys can help me to get grass grow out here. I've tried fall sowing, spring sowing, frost sowing, harrowing it in, broadcast seeding, everything but a seed drill because we don't have any equipment. But grass types: smooth brome, Timothy, fescue, clover, another type that I can't even pronounce. Wow, it's really bright out here today. I can't see my phone screen with my sunglasses on, so I guess I'm just gonna have to squint. But I will tell you, don't let what you see on YouTube fool you. Homesteading is hard. I mean, it's legit hard, but it's probably one of the most fulfilling and rewarding things you'll ever do if you have the opportunity to do it. To get away from all of that in the city and live out in a place like this and try to be more self-sufficient, grow your own food, know where it comes from, it really is a beautiful thing to be able to do this. So, and I'm sure you're probably wondering at this point, Puppet Master, that's a weird name for a homestead channel. I'll tell you where that came from real quick. when we were making that transition and leaving our corporate lives, the only thing I could really keep in my head is that we were cutting our strings and getting away to freedom. So the name Puppet Master is just something that really kind of resonated with me in what we were doing at that point in our life. So I hope that makes a little more sense on the name now. So it'd be real nice to be able to get this pasture here established. So those guys, I don't know if you can see them back there. I'll flip the camera around and get a better look. We call them our fuzzy giraffe sheep and our miniature gazelles. They would love to be able to come out here and graze on some fresh grass. We'll walk over there and we'll have a look at them.
Daisy. Hi, Daisy.
There we go.
Huh. You guys coming to say hi? All the baby goats? The baby goats?
Yeah, they turned my fence up pretty bad. I got some fence repairs to do. But I'd love to hear your guys' opinions. What I could do to actually get some grass to grow out here, so if you leave some comments below. But we got a lot of projects on the way here on this homestead, and I'd love your thoughts and opinions. If you guys out there, want to see something that gets built on a homestead or done, you have any requests, I'll do my best to try to produce that content for you and do those types of builds. I know a lot of channels out there, they don't show everything that they do, obviously for good reason, but I'd like to be able to produce the content that you guys want to see. So leave your comments below, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.